So let's go for a walk. Got some things on my mind I just want to share with you. So if you ever had one of those moments where you think, here we go again. Maybe you've spent months getting yourself into a better place. You've been sleeping better, talking more, looking after yourself. Life, it finally feels manageable. Then one morning you wake up and something, it just feels off. Your motivation has disappeared. The anxiety, it creeps back in. You start cancelling plans. You stop answering those messages. And before you know it, you're asking yourself a terrifying question. Am I back where I started? Today, I want us to talk about relapse. Because it does happen. And it happens to more people than we realise. But it doesn't mean we failed. The first mistake many of us make is believing recovery means we'll never struggle again. We treat our mental health like a broken arm. It heals, so it's fixed, job done. But mental health doesn't usually work that way. It's more like a physical fitness. You don't go to the gym for 6 months and become the fittest person ever. Life, it happens. Stress, they happen. Grief, it can happen. Our relationships, they change. The work pressure builds. And sometimes our old wounds, they get triggered. Recovery isn't reaching a destination. It's learning how to navigate difficult roads when they appear. Having a relapse, it doesn't erase your progress. This is where I wish more people understood. A setback, it doesn't erase all the work you've already put in. You spend a year learning healthier coping mechanisms even, building resilience, understanding your triggers and developing your self-awareness. That knowledge doesn't suddenly disappear when you relapse. The fact that you recognise you've slipped or you're slipping is often proof of how far you've actually come. Years ago, you might have noticed until you were deep in the hole, but now you're spotting those warning signs, and you're spotting them so much earlier. Your relapse, it's not a failure. It's growth. You learn, you move on. It's another storm you've weathered. You need to recognise your warning signs. For me, and for many men I've spoken to, your relapse, it rarely arrives all at once. It sneaks in on you. You stop doing the things that helped you. You start to withdraw from things. Your sleep pattern changes. You get irritated a lot more easily. You stop exercising. And you convince yourself nobody's going to understand. You start carrying everything alone. The challenge is recognising these signs before they become your crisis. So you're watching. What are your warning signs? Do you know them? Have you ever written them down or taken notes from them? Do they work? Let me know in the comments. So what can you do when you realise they're starting to slip? Step 1, acknowledge it. Don't pretend it's not happening. Your denial, it only gives it room to grow. And step 2, go back to your basics. When you're struggling, We often look for complicated answers. And sometimes those answers are just the simplest. Am I sleeping properly? Am I eating properly? Am I moving my body more? And am I isolating myself? Answering those questions sometimes can help you stop the relapse. And step number three, reach out earlier. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that waiting until you're at breaking point that's not the best strategy. Reach out, talk to someone before your things get worse. Talk to a friend, a partner, go to a support group, reach out to a professional even, whoever you feel safe with. And finally for this, step number 4, show yourself some grace. If your best friend came to you and said they were struggling again, would you tell them that they were useless or go away? Of course you wouldn't. But yet, that's often how exactly we talk to ourselves. Your recovery, it requires accountability, but it also requires compassion. Be compassionate to yourself. So there is an opportunity, a hidden opportunity even. It might seem weird or strange, but your relapse, they can teach you something. They can reveal the stress that you ignored. Boundaries you've just stopped enforcing. Habits that you've abandoned. Problems that you've been avoiding. Sometimes that setback becomes a reminder that our mental health needs ongoing attention. So if you're watching this and joining me on my journey, this walk, and you find yourself slipping recently, I want you to remember something. Your relapse is not proof that you'll never get better. It's not evidence that all your hard work was wasted. It's not the end of your story. It's just simply a reminder that your recovery is rarely a straight line. Some days we move forward, some days we stumble. But what matters most is we keep getting back up and keep pushing on. That one conversation, one decision you made, do it one day at a time. So I'd love to hear from you. Tell me, have you ever experienced a relapse in your mental health journey? What helped you get through it? Your experience might be exactly what someone else in this community needs to hear today. Leave a comment below and let's support each other. Until next time, I'm Big Dave. Love you. See you later.